ep.03. Welcome to my channel. So we got a real lame oil change on my Man Sedan because basically even old garbage, even a clunker, a junker, it still needs an oil change. So we had to get rid of the old dinosaurs, put some new ones in there. It'll be good for another 100,000, I think, and then I'll do another oil change. And we've got a late night run to go and get this forge blower right here. Met a stand-up guy. Honestly, the industry that makes those t-shirts that says I hate everybody, they would never sell a one if everyone was more like Doug. Super good guy. I tried to do my best to film what was going on, but this is real TV, not fake stuff, where I had to go and meet the guy, buy the blower, and then talk to him and say, hey, can I check out some of what you got going on here with film? Because it's super. This guy, he's something else. I like him. V8 Emblems are on the Ratruck. You'll see how that all transpires and goes, and boy, that was tricky to get them on there. Because I wanted them where they're at, it was tricky to get the hardware on the back. I'm not gonna lie about that. We also have a fireside chat. I sit right here in front of the Ratruck and we talk about projects, ideas, thoughts. Weigh in on some of that stuff. I always bite off more than I can chew, and then I can't sleep at night to stare at the freaking ceiling. Anyway, and then I got the hammer giveaway. The hammer giveaway, that hammer right there, is getting given away on January 15th. Go to that actual video, and if you subscribe and you comment on that video, you're entered in the drawing. I'll be giving that away on the 15th of January 2021. Coming up soon. Good luck. Enjoy this episode. Time to do a boring oil change. Okay, time to fill her up. We're just gonna put like a full-on mixture of anything in this car that's slippery because, I mean, the Man Sedan is so tough it really doesn't care what it has in it as long as it's slippery. Okay, now we gotta start the motor, make sure the oil's where it belongs, and then pretty much call it good. Maybe put an oil change sticker in the window. Hardest part of the oil change right now is the math. We gotta, like, you know, figure out the math. Let's see, 211,000 plus 5. I don't really know. Oh yeah, done deal.
So, it's an evening run. I just found a forge blower I can go buy from a guy, but it's one of them deals. You gotta get there quick before somebody else buys it. Everybody wants this stuff. So, we're going on a late night cruise. Actually, it's not late night. This is Maine, and it's like dark all the time. So basically it's noon, but with daylight wasting time, you know, you get the idea. Here we go. As you would expect in Maine, the roads are dirt and snowy with potholes, and I got directions of looking for rights but taking lefts, and I don't even know anymore. Wish me luck. So the road turned into a snowmobile trail because it's Maine. So yeah, I guess we'll try backing up. Oh yeah, we got her now. I was able to get that blower in my car, but the fella I bought it from, Doug, he's gonna allow me just to show you a little bit of what he's got going on here. Let me show you. All right, I'm just gonna knock on the door and we'll see if Doug will let us in. Doug, can we come in real quick? Hello there.
Well, that's kind of cool.
I just want to show everybody, Doug, I appreciate you showing me around here a little bit. I've met a stand-up fella here that was selling me this blower, and I just wanted to show people something I've never seen before. Maybe you can comment and tell me what it's all about. Doug, you were showing me this thing on the back of this boat here. I don't even know the name of it. This is great.
This thing is so cool. It is, let's see, do I got it right? Yeah.
So, near as I can tell, this is made to paddle the boat.
And you're going to push your boat along. And you go back down in the water. It's going to close up. The water is going to go. It's going to do that. It's all. If I want to go sideways, I could do this.
I've just never seen anything like it. And you were saying that you can't find any marks on it or anything.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, as to who would have manufactured it.
Look, I didn't see anything.
That's great. Okay, I told you I wouldn't take much of your time.
You could go in circles by going like.
I'll tell you, I'd like to try it in the water until I end up upside down in the canoe. Then I just wanted to get a real quick look at this shingle saw over here. Doug was telling me about this rig right here, and you don't see things like this. This is great. I just can't even imagine how many people might have, suffered.
Not many shingle guys have all their fingers.
How many people might have suffered loss of limb and life running something like this?
This is like $18.99. They bring these in and set a bunch of them on the edge of the woods, and then they just run like old steam engines.
Yeah.
They just haul the logs, and they didn't have them on trailers, but in this thing, you put this. If that was a short, stubby log, you go right in there, and that's clamped in there like that.
Yeah.
It's got little teeth in here.
And look at the teeth.
Little rollers. Every time this cycles through, it rolls at like a 1/4 inch. You can adjust it. Then next time it rolls it that way. So your log is going like that.
Yeah.
And it's cutting shingles off. It's kind of an interesting thing. Did you ever hear the word mile a minute? Oh, when you're sawing, when you're running a sawmill, you want to have the outside of your teeth for optimum cutting is a mile a minute.
That's awesome.
And the shingle comes up and this pushes it off. It's got like this.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah.
So the log would go in like this. The shingle would be here. That would flop it down, and then you have an edger. I don't have an edger.
Doug, I've done some crazy things, and I'll be honest with you. If I was to see this operational, I'd probably stand back.
I'm gonna put it. This is gonna be going this winter.
That's excellent. Well, maybe you can put it up there on a YouTube channel, and I'll go and watch it. That'd be great.
Oh, people.
So then, right here would be a big, thick
See
belt
the
drive.
carriage moving?
That runs just as smooth as the day is long.
So this is not going fast enough. It's got to go like
Right.
that.
So you're not 18 horsepower on the shoulders and arms, huh? Maybe 10 years ago,
Less
maybe.
than 1 horsepower. I want to see if it'll cycle. Wind is gonna cycle. Should be pretty.
I spent the next hour and a half talking to Doug, getting to know him, listening to some of his stories, seeing his equipment work, hanging out in his shop, smelling the wood smoke from his wood stove, and I just can't tell you what a fun experience it was. This actually made my night and it made my week. But on with the video. On my way home from meeting Doug, I gotta make sure I hurry. I got my sweet new forge blower. That's awesome. He hooked me right up. And I gotta get home in time to see Oak Island, because I'm pretty sure tonight's the night where they figure out the mystery. This is gonna be a good episode. So it's the next morning. No, actually it's noon and it's sunny. I think it's 74 degrees. And it's time to unload my new blower. Yeah, you might ask, Dave, why didn't you use a truck? Don't you have a truck? Well, I do, but that truck burns more gas than my car. And when you're going to buy something as sweet as that, when you go to buy something like this, you don't show up in a fancy truck with clean wheels and nice running boards and stuff. No, you drive a junker right here. That way you can buy it a little bit cheaper. Although, price was already agreed on, very fair price, so I guess that doesn't really ring true here, but whatever. I don't like driving my truck on salty roads. That's the truth of it. Yeah, I got it. Sorry, you guys just sit there, I'll get the door. I got it. Yeah. Oh, there's a car in the way. All right, all kinds of room. Yep. Oh boy. Yep. Oh, for the love of God, someone's gonna clean this freaking garage. Wow. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Oh, would you just look at that? Just look at it. Oh, that's great. Oh yeah, she blows the wind. All right, time to go to work. I mean, time to go to real work.
Okay, we've got to have a little talk about my projects and what I got going through my mind. We're going to take a trip right up here. A little bit scary for some, sorry, I apologize. I made myself a list. You probably can't read that, and I probably misspelled everything anyway. So, you saw me go and get this sweet blower over at Doug's. So, honestly, that guy, he's top notch. It was enjoyable to meet him. I've got to revive this blower, and then my long-term plan is that I'm actually going to have my coal forge. I'm going to have my coal forge powered by either electric, wind, or crank it wind, and I don't know if I need to do that, but that's what I'm going to do. So I also want to get my coal forge plumbed outside with some plumbing pipe that I bought. So I bought this big piece of pipe, and now I want to put it out the window when I'm using it and then take it away when I'm not. My coal forge actually has a little bit of a fan that forces everything up the chimney. And then other projects to worry about. I got my V8 emblems that I made in episode number 2. V8 emblems got to go onto my Ratruck. Let's see what else. Oh boy, we got the Camaro project. So me and some buddies are gonna put together a 97 Camaro and make it a dirt road ripper. It's kind of fun to say, dirt road ripper. Anyway, that's gonna get a motor stuffed into it and a lift kit and a rear axle out of the truck, and I don't know if it's gonna work. We're gonna do it anyway, and then we'll know if it works. Okay, so aside from that, I've got my January 15th build I gotta worry about. So January 15th, 2021, I do my hammer giveaway. You can see that in episode 1, and I talk about it a little bit at the beginning of episode 2. And that giveaway, I need to be ready with my next build. I'll build whatever I'm gonna give away next. Then, I gotta do the drawing for the hammer. And then boom, it's gonna come out on the 15th of January, so we'll know the winner, and then I can ship it to him, or maybe I can hand it to him if I know him. Either way, that's gotta happen. And then, long term, we're talking like, year, 2, I don't even know how far out until I find the right donor vehicle to build it off of. I gotta build my Rat 36 Hudson coupe. So, yeah, it's a 36 Hudson coupe, and I'll show you a picture of it. So I'm gonna be busy. So my videos are just gonna be everywhere with projects that are partially started, partially completed. I'm gonna leave the blower alone for now, and I'm gonna get back to what I started in the last video of putting these on my truck. Somebody needs glasses to weld things close up, but when I put them on, I can see that's a problem. We'll fix that. Okay, look here. So, I'm gonna put the learn right on you. Getting this fire scale off of your metal is way easier with fire. It's how the cavemen used to do it way back in their caves. After they got done blacksmithing a little something here or there, they would then fire up the torch and burn it off. Okay, everybody. Probably asking yourself, how come I got glasses here, got glasses here? Well, it's because I'm old. I need them. So, I've got the fire scale cleaned off.
of, well, this is the warm one, so it must be this one. This one here was already clear coated, so I'm gonna do the same to this. Clear coat both sides so they don't rust up too much. I know, rusty truck, Dave, you're supposed to have it rusty, but, well, that's just not how it is with every single piece on the truck. So, I'm gonna explain this to you. I didn't say explain, I said explain. I said explain because nobody remembers their X. I want you to remember this. Okay, so for starters, you need to go get your old pink sweatpants because they're made out of just the right stuff, all right? So when you got your pink sweatpants, then you gotta go get some of this stuff here. Now, somebody put the learn on me about what to call this stuff years ago. It's called eyeball bummer, because when you get it in your eyeball, it's a bummer. So, you know, you spray, wipe, cleans all the grease and stuff off, then you can blast it with some clear coat.
Basically, just watching paint dry. It's not very tough, but it's something you really have got to do. You've got to take time and watch it. I might as well take some time and reflect upon this whole YouTube thing that I've been doing now for a couple weeks, I don't know, 3-4 weeks, and I gotta tell you, just as honest as I can be, it's a lot of fun, very engaging for me. I find myself thinking about, gee, how can I do some projects, push myself outside of my comfort zone. Then I'm thinking, do you want to go outside your comfort zone when you're on video? Yeah, I do, because like people make mistakes all the time, gotta make them, gotta learn from it. I have the advantage of creative editing and fast forward. So all my boring moments of head scratching you don't really see unless you pay close attention because I am going through it about 20 times normal speed. Because I like the whole, you know, engaging YouTube thing and hearing people give me some comments, I really do get a charge out of that. I've had people talk to me now since I've been doing this, telling me, you know, they were inspired by it. A good friend of mine, his son said, hey, I gotta try doing that thing I saw on Dave's channel. I mean, that's truly fun stuff. So I just gotta reflect on that a little bit while I sit here and watch it paint dry, look at my list, think about my next move. But talk to me. That's where we get the actual back and forth going on a little bit. It gives me ideas, it fires me up. When I'm fired up, I just have way more fun. Thank you. A little bit trickier than I thought it was going to be. Thank God for ratchet wrenches. I truly believe they were invented in heaven. I would know because I'm a reverend. Number 2. Project done. V8 emblems are on. Subscribe, like, comment, hit that bell thingy so when I do stuff, you know it happens, you can watch it. I mean, it's 10, 15 minutes out of your life for watching some guy just give it his all and try to make garbage. Well, wait a minute. I'm trying to make nice stuff out of garbage. They came out a little wrong. You get the idea. See you next time. Remember to stay cheap, cheesy, and crafty.